Hello lovelies, Carlin Fisher here. In today's mini mind sculpting video, we are going to talk about the correlation between your nervous system and your intuition. So this is one of my favorite books. It's called The Millionaire Mind, and it's by Thomas Stanley. And one of the sections he talks about your sixth sense. And a lot of times you hear it and it means different things. And some of you think it means intuition, and some of you think it means the spiritual thing over here. So I believe it's the intuition again. So he says that sixth sense opportunity, financial risk takers often have a special sensitivity and they see business opportunities that others do not see. Time after time, when I interview a group of self-made millionaires, a pattern emerges. The respondents with the highest level of wealth give credit to their ability to recognize opportunity that other people did not appreciate. The so-called risk takers know how to reduce the odds of failure and enhance their probability of succeeding by investing in business categories that others avoid or don't appreciate. So if you kind of take that definition here from this business world and look at it like, if you hear on Sportsnet ever, they kind of talk about this intuitive space you play. They talked about it after the Stanley Cup final this past year. The announcers kind of talked about that space where you're in that intuitiveness. Or when you do day trading, you might have like this intuitive message that says like, okay, I need to get in now. Or certain life decisions you have are based on that intuition. So within your intuition, my theory behind this all, from what I've read in spiritual world, what I've learned from myself, and what I've learned from research and holistic health over here, is that your intuition and nervous system are correlated. So your intuition is like that little nudge, and it's just like that, I don't know why, but I just feel like I should do this. And sometimes it doesn't make sense, but you just know it's there and you just know you have to follow it, and it's just like you lean into it. But the thing about your nervous system, like we talked about with your fight, flight, or freeze, your nervous system is adapting in that state. And when you're at high alert, all you're responding to is stressors and stressors and stressors and stressors. And you're designed to see everything as a threat and be able to run away from it. But you can get that little nudge in your stomach that says like, do not do this. And it's kind of your intuition. It's like a gut feeling, because you do have more neurotransmitters from your gut to your brain than you have from your brain to your gut. So if you look at that, you have more coming here. But if we loop this back around, your intuition is correlated with how your nervous system is set. So if you're like, I don't have intuition, I don't know what that is, it's probably because you're too high alert all the time in that nervous system space. It's probably because you're also in your fight or flight brain and you're calibrating that center. But if you go back to your flow state that we talked about, and then from that flow, think about your nervous system and it's how it's calibrated, that's where you get that intuitive downloads. That's where you get that, I don't know why, but this is just what I need to do and I just need to lean into it. That's where you get to it in all your categories, and that's where people succeed with it. So if you consider that, how are you going to calibrate your nervous system so that you can have intuition? So your intuition can actually guide your decisions instead of you overthinking it. Because when you're in that state of thinking, in that fight or flight limbic brain, your nervous system's too high, you're not going to get any of those responses. So leave you with this today. How can I calibrate my nervous system so I can how can I calibrate my nervous system so I can access my intuition?